Hi everyone, my name is Lynn and welcome to my channel. It's the first time I'm actually doing a video, so excuse me if there's no crazy editing and the quality of the video. But I wanted to talk to you about Meniere's disease. It's something that I suffer from, and a lot of people ask exactly what Meniere's is. It's not a very well-known disease, it's kind of rare. So just a brief description of some of the symptoms are extreme vertigo and dizziness, hearing loss, sound sensitivity, which sounds very odd when I tell you I have hearing loss, but for those people who do have Meniere's, they'll understand what I'm talking about. So I do have a lot of sensitivity to noise and tinnitus, which is the ringing and the humming and the buzzing and the clicking. There's all sorts of noises I'll hear from my affected ear, which is my left ear. When I do have my flare-ups, I will have nausea and I will have extreme fatigue. So generally those are the things that will happen to me. But recently I've had the absolute worst flare-up I've ever had. I was diagnosed in 2017, so I've only been diagnosed for 2 years, but I honestly think I've had it for at least most of my life. I think my first symptom came about when I was in my 20s. But anyways, I've been able to control my symptoms pretty much after I got diagnosed with my ENT prescribed me some Valium and a diuretic and put me on a low sodium diet, which helped, and I have had no problems over the past couple years. I've been able to function and go to work and to drive and to do normal things, and I do have flare-ups on occasion. The weather is a big factor, but for most of the time I'm pretty much okay. I know my limits. I know what to eat, what not to eat. But with this flare-up that just recently happened, started May 28th, and it's been ongoing since, and it's been brutal. It's been continuous attacks lasting anywhere from 2 up to 20 hours, and I mean attacks by severe dizziness and vertigo, nauseous, fatigue. I just sleep all the time. The fullness in my ear will start. But I did go to the doctor yesterday and did have a steroid injection in my ear. It seems to be helping, but one of the things I had a really big issue with, when I went to the doctor's, he was having a hard time believing that my Meniere's symptoms were what was causing my episodes I was having right now. All he kept telling me was, I have vestibular migraines and to go see a neurologist, which I already did, and that didn't help at all. He did a few tests on me. He said he didn't think that the two were related and la 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 la, whatever. So after convincing him, after a while, he did a series of tests on me again. He did my hearing test. He did all the balance tests. He checked the balance nerve in my ear to make sure that it wasn't damaged. He said there was no damage in the balance nerve, so he said that was fine, which is good because that's absolutely a great thing. You don't want to hear that the nerve in your ear for balance is actually damaged. But I had a really, really difficult time arguing with my doctor about this vestibular migraines, and I totally understand the symptoms are so much the same, and I have a lot of family members that suffer from migraines. So when I mentioned that to him, he automatically said, well, no, you don't have Meniere's, you have migraines. And I spent a lot of time arguing with him about this, that I'm having the issues are in my ear, it's not in my head. And he's like, well, Meniere's disease, you have small episodes. And I'm like, he said they shouldn't be lasting this long. And I finally convinced him. He did give me a name to a neurologist, but he did do the injection in my ear because I wasn't going to leave there without it. But I also do suffer from ocular migraines, which I'm not sure if anybody knows what that is. It's when you start to get a migraine and you get like these flashes of stars in your eyes, and it kind of like gets smaller and then bigger and bigger, and you can't really see. You end up with a migraine and you go to sleep. Well, I get those maybe once a year, but I don't think that's anything related to the Meniere's, because I don't get dizzy, I don't get nauseous. I pretty much take a couple Tylenol, close my eyes, it goes away, and I go back to my normal day. So it was no big deal. But there was one thing that happened to me yesterday that was really odd. I had been having attacks nonstop for weeks. I go to the doctor. The one day I feel great. I'm laughing with my husband. I'm walking fine. I'm not dizzy. My balance is normal. And I think that's why he had a really hard time with this, because he saw me at my best. But if he had seen me all these past couple weeks, he would not have said that. But anyways, after I left the doctor's appointment, I was really hungry. And I hadn't pretty much eaten anything all day. I had eggs for breakfast, but that was it. And now it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was like 4:30 in the afternoon. I hadn't eaten all day. But I came home and I made myself an avocado and an avocado and toast. Now, I know this is going to sound strange, but if anybody else has had this experience, please let me know, because I had to look it up yesterday. I had the toast. My husband and my daughter left. Within 10 minutes, I had an attack. Immediately went from feeling my best that I had in weeks to practically crawling on the floor again. And it wasn't just a small attack, it was another big one. Lucky I made it to my bedroom in time, because I felt it coming, and the second I did, I got up and ran. Actually, I didn't run. I kind of like waddled against the walls like I usually do. But I made it to my bedroom. I immediately took some Valium, and I slept for 4 hours. I woke up and I'm still a little woozy, but it was fine. But now I had looked into gluten. Now, I had been watching my diet for a really long time, but I would always eat some bread during the week. There'd always be a couple times during the week, but I would make toast or English muffins or whatever and have some pasta or a slice of pizza. When I looked up gluten, it says there's a condition where it could cause severe vertigo. So now, these past 3 weeks, I have not been really eating anything. The only thing I've been eating is eggs, toast, oranges, and a couple of sugar-free Jell-O, like a couple things I just can't eat. It's just, when you're going through this, food is the last thing on your mind, but I needed to eat. I'm thinking back, and I'm like, oh my God, I've had toast like almost every day. And I'm thinking to myself, there's got to be a connection. So then I look it up, and of course it does say that gluten can trigger vertigo attacks and could be connected with Meniere's disease, something I never knew. This is totally new. I knew about the sodium, watch the food you eat, but I never saw anything about gluten. So this was a complete surprise to me. So I'm going to be doing an experiment. I'm not having any toast. I have decided that I'm not going to have any more wheat. It's honey wheat toast that I was having. But what I'm going to do is I am going to give myself a couple days break. I'm going to start a food journal and write down everything I eat. I'm going to cut out my gluten for the next few days and see how I feel. And then in a couple days, I'm going to have a piece of wheat toast. I want to see what happens and see if there is a connection with this. So I will probably videotape that whole experience. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to address my Meniere's. I've had a lot of friends and family reaching out. Thank you for that. It's been really, really difficult these past 3 weeks. I can't work. I'm not eating. I can't get out of bed most of the time. I can't drive. I can't take my daughter anywhere. I can't do anything. I had to cancel my vacation for this. So it has been really hard. I should have brought tissue. I was gonna cry. So, yeah. But for those of you that do suffer with Meniere's, I totally understand what you're going through. For those that don't know what Meniere's is, check out my page, my channel. I have videos on there. I started the Meniere's and Waiter's Balance Challenge when I was first diagnosed. It kind of gives people an idea of what it feels like to have Meniere's disease. That dizzy, vertigo, spinning, off balance, you know, can't walk feeling. So check it out and like the page, share it, comment at the bottom. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. I'll answer them as best as I absolutely can. And thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will have another video out soon to cover another topic. Hopefully it's the one with the gluten. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.